Good morning, gang. I had some thoughts today about maintaining your level of preparedness after a relocation or having to move. Uh, I was on my pack hike and it just kind of hit me, so I thought I'd record while I was walking. I'll be right back and we'll share some of those thoughts from that video. Thanks. Hey gang, this is a roaming prepper again. So I recently relocated from basically a subtropical seacoast environment. Water was plentiful. Basically it became a question of filtering water sources, because you could find the sources, you just had to make them potable so you didn't make yourself sick. I'm now, as you can tell behind me, in a semi-arid grasslands. I'm in the Southwest now. Well, that's changed the equation quite a bit. So now, the filter, a Sawyer or a Life Straw is kind of irrelevant if I can't find freaking water in the first place. I mean, what am I going to filter, right? So I've had to change my prep. So over the next few months, as I build this channel, I'm going to share with all of you what I'm learning about adapting your preps. Keep in mind, preparedness is not a race, right? It's not like I'm going to spend $1,000, not be able to pay my mortgage so that I can have a bunch of shit. What it is truly is an evolutionary process. To me, it's been stair steps since I was a kid, because I was a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout, be prepared and all that stuff. So but each lesson created a step, and it brought me to a new level. And I think now I'm probably at a level I've never been at before, purely because of this evolution. But this has been interesting. I mean, look behind me. I mean, this has been plowed, so this isn't fair. They're building houses here. But look further back, there's not a lot of anything. Ironically, there are a lot of commercial water sources, potable water, disposal water, which you don't want to drink, but could be purposed for other reasons, that are available. I also had to study the new area. So I know if I'm in the middle, there are 3 cities here, altogether probably about 500,000 people, give or take, in the overall area. Because of my morning walks, I know that if I get caught between the 3 bigger towns or 3 bigger cities, and they're small cities, they're not like Houston or Chicago or anything like that, I know if I get caught smack between them, I have an 8 to 10 mile walk in any direction, and I'll be back to a town and potential water sources. So I also know if I go east or I go west, I'm going to have the same scenario. I'm going to be anywhere from 8 to 20 miles. And thanks to my morning walks, I know roughly how long it takes me on this terrain with my pack, with sneakers or boots, to traverse so many miles in an hour. So now what I'm doing is I'm packing water in my vehicle. I'm packing what I need to make that 24-hour trip, anywhere from 6 to 24-hour trip to the towns that I know are available. Sorry about the shaking, no gimbal today. I was working out and this popped in my head. So if you relocate, that's not the end of the world. Study your new area. Learn where potential help sources are, hospitals are, resources are. What is your terrain? What are your threats? Where I lived before, we had water moccasins, which are also known as the cottonmouth. Poisonous. They're very aggressive. Out here we have diamondbacks. The rattlesnakes tend to be less aggressive, but they're highly venomous and they're better camouflage than the moccasins are, because the moccasins kind of jump out at you. The water moccasins. So again, I need to be aware of predators. We have hogs out here and big pigs. Had wild dogs down on the coast. and we had javelinas and a mix of other critters. Scorpions out here. There were no scorpions in the swamps. So, but they had gators down in the bayou. Okay, a gator would tear you up in seconds. So again, learn the predators, learn your water sources, and adapt your EDC as well as your truck or vehicle carry to where you are. It's also smart if you're traveling and you're going to fly to Denver, you're going to fly to Chicago, adapt your portable kit for the new area. And you're going to be unpacking and repacking constantly, which is what I'm finding I do a lot now. I make a trip to an urban center, I don't need a rucksack, I need a small pack. Going out into the country, I'm going to bring the bigger pack and I'm going to check it in my baggage so it's waiting for me at the airport and I don't have to fight with it on the plane. Adapt yourself and study, do some homework every night. Well, I hope you guys found that useful. Actually, speaking out loud kind of helped me as well. Do some homework, adapt to your area. I'm also going to cover in subsequent videos or other videos how to assess a new area. It's an important skill set, whether you're there for business or you're vacationing. I've heard of a lot of incidents happening. People go on vacation. Oh, we're going to go for a mountain hike. And they bring 2 bottles of water and peanut butter sandwiches. And they get caught in a snowstorm because they didn't realize it snowed in that park. And they went up with shorts and then they died. This was actually some news I read about. So adapt, study, research. One of the biggest preps, right up here. Prepare your mind to adapt. And a lot of the preps are common. A lot of them are fundamental to every scenario. Start with those and work your way up. Take your time. Don't freak out. I hope that video helped. Take care.